Hey there, Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. I take 2 days out of the month and do my one-on-one coaching with my clients. My top 3 levels get one-on-one time with me. And it just struck me the other day how life is pretty cool. I have a client whose name I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what industry. I will tell you it's a female because it's easier for me to talk like that. That she's in. But here's what's amazing is I sat back when I finished my session with her and I looked at her chart. I have like doctor's charts that I keep, I know. I'm a pen and paper kind of gal. And I looked at her chart and I realized that we've been working together for 7 years. And when this person came to me, she literally said, if I could make $5,000 and get out of a month and get out of debt working with you, I will sign up with you. And I said, done. Now, this is somebody who'd already been in business at that point, 12 years, 15 years. She'd written a bunch of books. She was very well known in her industry. I mean, very well known, like celebrity status in her industry. And her business model was sort of messed up. And it was messed up because she was modeling what everyone else in her industry was doing. And so as we developed and did some things, here's the cool thing is that, she grew and we changed her business model from her traveling all over the country, doing all these things, making almost no money, to staying home most of the time and having a continuity, a membership, a subscription business, whatever you want to call it. But a monthly deal where people pay her every month to get a product. And she ran that program successfully for 5 years. She capped the number of people at about a little under 400 because she's the person who doesn't want to have a big team. And so that was what she could handle. Again, her choice, right? As her coach and as the mentor and as the person she was working with, it didn't do me any good to push her and say, you could grow this thing to 500 or 1,000 people or whatever. It's not what she wanted. And that's how I work everything that I do based on what you want. It's not some cookie cutter program that you have to fit into. But anyway, so for 5 years, she ran this really successful continuity program. And it's still very successful. She still has just under 400 people every month paying her X dollars. And plus the other sales that she's making. So she's doing very well. And she's going to end this program at the end of this year because she wants to go out on a high note. And she's starting now to think about retiring and, doing less and not being so tied to the business. And what's fun for me is that I've been able to watch this process and help this process. Matter of fact, I got a really nice thank you note from her in the mail the other day that said thank you for my ability to do this and this and this and basically for my business, which was nice, but she did the work, right? But here's what's cool. She came to me at an event, at a live event, and started with me and has then now worked her way through. And my guess is within the next, 6 to 12 months, I'm going to lose one of my favorite clients. Because she's at a point where she's just going to do some minor things, right, to keep things rolling. But that's a good thing. I mean, after 7 or 8 years, I guess I'm okay with that. But here's the thing. She came to an event and sat in the room, and that's where she got sort of the baseline, sort of the foundation for what she needed in her business. And I'm actually going to be doing that exact same event November 7th through the 10th. Unfortunately, she came to a live event. Fortunately, she came to a live event, and I'm going to do this one virtually because people are still a little leery and travel's still funky and all of that. So I don't want you to have any reason not to do this, right? So it's going to be virtual, November 7th through the 10th, 9 to 1 Eastern time, half days. So 4 half days, really 2 full days of an event. Check it out. Go to actionacceleratorekevent.com. That's where all the details are. Investment's relatively low, and think about it. Wherever you are, if you could literally, 10 times, 100 times your business, which this person did, where would you be in a year? Where would you be in 6 months? Where would you be in 90 days? How different would your life and business look if you could do that? And you can. That's just one example, one client. I just think it's neat that she started at this event, coached with me for these years. We built up. She kind of leveled out. And now she's at a point where she's ready to sort of phase that out. I love spending those years with clients and watching them do this, and then you get to the point where they can make the decision that's right for them. And so if you'd like to see that, if you'd like to experience that, then check it out. The beginning is actionacceleratorevent.com. I'll see you there. Make it a great day.